Hi, so my name is Amela and I'm currently homeless in Dublin city centre. I am an addict as well, and um, currently I'm just staying on the streets and surviving off of making money whichever way I can.
Yeah, I got you. And tell me, how long have you been homeless in Dublin, Amela?
So I've been homeless in the city centre now 3 years, but before that I had everything, like I had a normal life. So I worked in everything, shops and restaurants and everything, but I went to college for business and IT.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were in college studying business and IT, and then was it drugs that got you on the street, Amela?
It was a long list of things. So I have PTSD from the war.
Oh, so you're not Irish?
No, I was born in Bosnia at the age of 4. A war broke out in the town where I was born, and it took us a long time to escape. We went to Germany first, then came here. But I have 2 special needs kids. I got married at a young age.
You're married to an Irishman?
No, an American. Hi, Mark. If he sees, yeah, he lives in Dublin now.
You have 2 special needs?
2 special needs kids, and that really kind of started the heroin for the 2 of us. We needed to function, but to be numb, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
So we started smoking heroin. I've never injected, thank God, because I've been around this since a very young age. I've seen what it can do.
Yeah.
I've always kind of been logical about it. I don't need to do that if I can smoke it.
You got into heroin?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually in Temple Bar.
Oh, I see.
I was telling, we were out, and my parents had come back from holidays, so they had my kids. So we got a break. Me and my husband were out telling a couple about my kids, and I was crying, and she said, I can numb that for you. I was curious.
Right.
Because I needed that. I needed to function. And next thing you know, we were buying it ourselves. And
Where are the kids now like that?
The kids were placed into care. Oh, yeah. Well, I was in prison at the time. That didn't help.
Right. Have you done
So,
this prison time?
I have, yeah. I've done in between 8 and 10 years altogether.
Over here, right?
Yeah. I have an extensive criminal history. I have almost 170 something.
What was the longest sentence you got?
Oh, the longest I've ever done would have been 2 years, but the longest I've ever gotten was 5.
Right.
Yeah. So I got into fraud and drug dealing, and to feed my habit, and having 2 special needs kids as well. Like, I was able to function for the first 3 years. Nobody knew anything because I had it. You know what I mean?
Did you come over after the war?
Yeah. So I went to Germany first, and when I was 11, we came here.
And what do you think about, how is it to be here now as a foreign girl on the street?
Do you know what? I grew up in Dublin, like, I don't know any other way, like, you know what I mean? This is home to me.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Now, mind you, I speak 5 different languages. I have an education, all that, but you never know what can happen. Like,
you come across as a very articulate, intelligent kind of woman.
I am.
It's hard to see you in such a difficult position,
I always say to people, like, life doesn't care. Like, it doesn't care. Like, nobody plans to wake up an addict in the morning. I didn't think this could happen to me.
Yes.
I had a car in 6th year. I drove to secondary school. Like, you know what I mean? I had everything.
You didn't plan this to happen anyway, did you?
No, I never. But can I be honest with you? At the same time, I think every person has that moment when they decide they want to come off everything for themselves. And I think when that happens, that'll be my moment.
Sure.
But right now, I'm driving in the chaos, so to speak. Because I can't do anything about it right now, I might as well just revel in it.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
You said, this is my realm, so I'm
Basically, everyone around me has made these decisions for me, so I might as well just run with it. I can't do anything about it. My kids aren't here till they're 18. I've tried to have it overturned because they have special needs. It's even harder. They need 2 parents. You know what I mean? And my ex are not together.
What about you and your own personal fight with your addiction? Like, where are you at with all of that? Because that's what's keeping you here, you know?
Yeah. So I got off the gear.
Right.
Stopped smoking heroin. Got off the methadone last year, off 75 mils cold turkey. But then
That's the name of my channel, by the way.
Cold turkey. I know that. I remember that. I will be checking this out. I hate seeing myself in the video, but fuck it. It's for the people. But yeah, start smoking crack in the meantime. You know, one thing leads to the other. Yo, stop! It's worse than the gear.
Is that what you're on at the moment? So?
I am, yeah. So I smoke crack, but so my boyfriend went to prison, and being left alone again.
Sure.
I started smoking heroin again once a week, and then my friend's been giving me methadone every day or every second day, and now I'm after getting back into that. So I'm kind of a little bit sick from that too. So my plan right now is to, after this for tonight, I'm gonna make enough money to get. I'll be honest, I'm gonna get 2 trays of tablets and get some food and get one rock, and that'll be me done then for over the weekend until I get this out of me. Because, like I said to you, my friend got arrested this morning. My boyfriend's in prison, so I'm all on my own. So I gotta get this out of me.
Are you not very vulnerable then as a homeless girl on your own when you're used to having
Of course. Of course.
So how do you manage with that kind of thing?
Honestly, I try to sleep in like places where it's public.
Yeah.
This is gonna be weird coming from a foreign girl. I grew up here, right?
Nothing weird, I hear.
But I'll be honest with you, I've only in the last couple of years now have noticed like being followed off the Lewis and stuff like that.
Okay.
Things are getting worse. People are getting more brazen in the things that they're doing. It wasn't like that before. Actually, the church steps over there, about 3 weeks ago, I put my bag down. Look, he had my phone on me. That's the only connection I have to anything.
Yeah.
I went to the bin, which is, you can only, like 6 feet from the steps. By the time I turned around, my bag was gone.
Yeah.
Lucky my phone was on me, but...
Well, it can be lethal up here.
Exactly. Like, I've seen terrible things. I've seen 2 people robbing actually a man on this very bench when he was passed out drunk. It's outside the church. We're outside the church. Sure. So, people using the church.
Using the church?
Yeah, that's why the priest wasn't so happy.
Oh, okay, he saw you walking.
Well, he knows I don't use, but like... That's why I said to him that you were doing an interview.
Yeah.
For people using the church, yeah.
In
the pews, in the hallway, wherever they can.
In the convention box and stuff.
Everywhere. There's a certain prostitute.
You use the confession box?
Yes.
You're kidding me, really? Well,
there's one that I know of for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's crazy out here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Just.
Are you minding yourself?
Sort of.
I'd be concerned for you, because...
I haven't, like, I'm smoking weed to keep my seizures at bay.
Right.
Like, my GP even said, like, that's better than my medication because I'm on 1,000 milligrams of Keppler, which is very, very strong. It's bad for your stomach. It tears the stomach out of you.
I see, yeah.
And if I smoke a joint a day at least, I don't have seizures.
Well, I'm not really worried about the weed. I'm just, when you mentioned the crack there, how are you with that at the moment?
The crack's not that bad. That's my... Honestly, I haven't been full on like I was before.
Sure.
I've calmed down a good bit because I've had no choice but to. I haven't been getting paid.
Yeah.
So whatever little money I make, I have to feed myself. I have to give money to like my friend as well because we look after each other.
Yes. So what's the plan for the future, Amela?
I'm waiting for my boyfriend to get out of prison.
When's that?
August.
Okay, and then what's
Europe.
the plan? You're going to head off to Europe?
Yeah, we're going to get married.
What about you get to first?
Yes, yeah.
You got to?
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
Turn into a shit show.
We're going back to our own countries for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's from Slovakia.
Okay.
And I'm from Bosnia, so we're going to go do a little bit of visiting there before we go settle with his parents. So we will be forced. Okay. Anyway, we're making this decision. We want to do this. It's not like it's being made for us. You know what I mean? We could have left many, many times. We've been invited.
No, but I'm going to say to you, the reality of it is, I guess unfortunately make it to August. And I don't say that being...
No, I know. I know.
That's a couple of months away.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dodgy fuckers going on.
You don't know what can happen in the next 24 hours.
No, you don't.
I'll be honest with you, the last maybe year and a half, in the morning when I washed my face, I started praying. My father was doing it a couple of years ago, and I seen it, and I don't know what made me start doing it. I just started doing it. Yeah.
Well, then go deeper.
I come here too.
To the church.
Yeah. I like it.
There's a good spirit in you. You're trapped in that addiction. That's also the spirit of addiction.
I know that.
And you can break it on it.
I know that too. I know that.
But not on your own.
Yeah.
Understand that. You might think you can, but if you could have, you would have done it. But you can break it with the grace and the strength
Yeah.
of our Lord. I'm
I
just
know
saying
that. I know that. I know
you
that.
know it.
I'm being ignorant for my own good at the
I
moment.
know,
You know what I
you're
mean?
holding back as if
Ignorance is bliss. Exactly.
Am I right?
Ignorance is bliss for me at the moment.
Sure.
And
now that I
it's a
planted the
willing
seed,
ignorance.
Yeah, not the seed we talked about.
Yeah.
So you're not
I'm
ignorant
aware.
anymore.
Exactly. Oh, well, I know. No, but it's a willing ignorance.
I understand, but
Yeah.
you're going to convict yourself now because you have.
Now I have
Because
proof that I'm doing
well,
it.
I was you.
Yeah.
I was sitting there,
Yeah.
like, just, I had hope, but I was pushing everything away.
Exactly. You don't want to deal with it.
No, I didn't.
No.
I couldn't.
No,
I
exactly.
came to that realization after 40 fucking years. And I need something divine to help me.
I have goosebumps. This is weird.
Listen, sweetheart, thank you so much for...
You're giving me goosebumps. Stop it.
That's the spirit. It's not me.
Sorry.
But the spirit in me is very noble. And,
So am I, don't worry. We're good there. We're good there.
It's from God, you know.
That's it.
And,
God bless everyone.
Anything good from me is from Him. Anything from me alone is...
And all we can do is pass it on.
And share it.
Yes.
I hope you get to it.
Thank you, darling. God bless you. God bless you all.